You're excited or you're in shock. Today is in fact Thanksgiving. You might be in shock because you haven't got the cooking done yet. Well, that's why you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Normally this day is spent surrounded by family and friends, talking and of course eating, but that might not be the case this year. AAA says there are about 5 million fewer people traveling for Thanksgiving, but that still means there's approximately 50 million people who decided to travel despite warnings. Our Alan Carter took a trip to the airport to see how Hoosiers are spending their Thanksgiving this year.
In a usual year, this week is one of the busiest at airports. Of course, this year is not usual. The day before Thanksgiving saw less travelers at the Indianapolis airport, but by no means was it empty.
I am going to Fort Myers, Florida.
I'm headed to my uncle's for Thanksgiving.
While travel is down compared to other years, according to the TSA, they have still seen the most travelers this week since the pandemic began. That's despite the CDC advising people not to travel this Thanksgiving. People we talked to said they've weighed the risk, but feel safe.
You hate to hear it, and you know it's touched so many people that, you know, you just got to keep living.
I wouldn't wear a mask if they didn't tell me to. I mean, it's my right.
At my age, it's really not about me. It's about, my grandparents, so they're not going to be there. But as far as COVID, I don't really know.
And most everyone says they will be coming home to a very different than normal holiday.
With everything going on, it's just going to be the 4 of us, and I have an older daughter. That's our Thanksgiving, just the 5 of us.
And with others really taking advantage of the difference.
Well, the kids are with their dad, so I'm going to the beach for 5 days. No family, just me.
We know a lot of people are still traveling and hosting out-of-town guests, so here's a quick refresher on how to lower everyone's risk for catching COVID. Overnight guests should stow bags away from common areas as soon as they arrive and wash their hands immediately. People from different households should wear masks inside and outside, and consider designating a room for quarantining in case someone starts to feel a little sick. President-elect Joe Biden is urging people to stay home and stay safe for the Thanksgiving holiday.
The government can't do this alone. Each of us has a responsibility in our own lives to do what we can do to slow the virus. Every decision we make matters.
This comes as COVID cases skyrocket across the country, now topping an average of 174,000 a day. Governor Holcomb and our state's top doctors also asked Hoosiers once again to rethink large Thanksgiving gatherings. Here's what the State Health Commission had to say during their weekly news conference.
I cannot repeat this enough. Bringing together large groups of people from outside your immediate household puts everyone at risk for COVID-19. Our hospitals are being inundated with COVID patients. There is still time to make the hard choice today so that you can enjoy many more tomorrows with your loved ones.
And here's why Dr. Box wants you to stay home and only get together with family members that live in your home. Hospitalizations and deaths are rising across Indiana. More Hoosiers have died with COVID in the first 24 days of November than any other month during the pandemic. It's that orange column that you see right there on the right-hand side of your screen. 1,055 just this month. And hospitalizations are at an all-time high. As of yesterday, more than 3,400 people and nearly 1,000 are in the ICU. You can see how quickly those numbers have jumped in the last few weeks. We also learned Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett and his wife are now quarantining. It turns out they had close contact with someone who tested positive. Neither the mayor nor his wife have shown any symptoms. They'll be tested again at the end of the week. And remember, the CDC is also urging everyone to cancel any in-person plans that don't follow safety guidelines. The state leaders have their own list of recommendations to keep everyone healthy. We've posted all of those for you right now on our website at WTHRA.com/coronavirus.